canoeist, Lisa DeHart here, 3 Minutes with a Maine Guide, and we're going to start our recipes for the 4 weeks. We're going to do one baking recipe a week. We're just putting together the mixes. We're going to bake out there when the snow breaks, okay? So I'm going to start with the 4 recipes that I think are the most valuable on a canoe trip, and we'll do one a week. So I'm going to start with an apple crisp, we'll do a cornbread, we'll do a biscuit, and we'll do a pie crust, okay? On a river, you can do just about anything with those. So before any canoe season starts, I spend like half hour, 45 minutes here at the Hoosier, and I put all the mixes together at home, so that when I get on a river, all I do is I open up that Ziploc bag and I dump it in the bowl. All of these are dry ingredients and a little bit of butter or fat cut into the dry ingredients, which makes it stable for weeks, okay? So we're going to start with an apple crisp. We're from the great Canadian Carol McGee. This is the best apple crisp recipe I've found because it doesn't have the oatmeal in it. The oatmeal is what makes it feel all dry. So this is simple. I'm going to put the written recipe up in a photograph for a nice long time so you guys have a chance to copy, screenshot, whatever you want to do. So all it is a cup of flour, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, a teaspoon of salt. I like a little heavy salt here, you guys. It might be less than a teaspoon, but I don't care. And 2/3 of a cup of butter. Look away. But this is the secret. So first we're gonna cut all these dry ingredients in, and then we'll add the butter. So just real simple. You can even do it with your fingers. My mom always used to do it with her fingers, just because you got to squish all the brown sugar and mix it in with the flour. So go ahead and just do that. It doesn't take very long. Mix all in with the salt. Squish up the brown sugar lumps. Combine them with the flour. I like a crisp on a canoe trip because this is a fabulous way. You can have the smallest baler full of blueberries or a couple of crab apples that you found wild on a portage trail or whatever. And sometimes it's hard to get enough to have a pie, but it's never hard to get enough to have a crisp. I mean, that doesn't take very much at all. So then what we're going to do is, that's all nice and combined. We're just going to add the butter. And then we're going to mix it until it becomes a paste, okay? Simple. And then we're going to Ziploc bag it, and we're going to label it apple crisp. Now, I put all of these in Ziploc bags because if it's cold, they're going to freeze. They're going to freeze hard, okay? If it's in a repurposed peanut butter jar, it's going to be really hard to get it out of there and all crumbled up. Whereas if it's in a Ziploc bag, you can just whack it on the table. You can crush it like this with a water bottle and get it all broke up in the Ziploc bag, and then you can just crumble it on the top of the crisp. Apple crisp, peaches that have seen better days in the bottom of a pack barrel, whatever, it doesn't matter. It is so valuable to have a crisp recipe. So then we're just going to Ziploc bag it, okay? And like I said, stable for weeks. You don't have to worry about any of this. So we're just going to, watch out, don't dump it. We're just going to dump it in the bag. Little trick there where you hook the bowl into the Ziploc bag. You guys will figure it out how to get it in there. So there it is. And then we're just going to label it. I like to roll it like this. You know how many of those you can get in anything, takes up no room, and then it makes this fabulous apple crisp, fruit crisp, blueberry crisp, whatever you want to do on a river. So stay tuned next week for biscuits, the stock of the stock, when it comes to bacon, biscuits. And I'll see you next week. Good luck with the practicing. I'm Lisa DeHart, and you've just spent 3 minutes with a Maine Guide.